Hello everybody, the class for today is going to be a review for conditional sentences. Let's begin. In English we have two different types of conditionals. We have real conditionals and unreal conditionals. Let's begin. Real conditionals. When we talk about real conditionals, we are referring to real situations, to a true general fact, okay? We also use real conditionals when we are talking about something that is always true, which could be a scientific fact. We are going to see this with examples later. We also have unreal conditionals, which refer to hypothetical situations. That means something that is not real, something that is not possible in a real situation. And we also use to describe improbable or unreal situation, right? Let's begin. We are going to see some examples later too. Let's begin with real conditionals. In the group of real conditionals, we are going to begin with the zero conditional. The zero conditionals are the sentences that refer to something that is always true. We can talk about scientific facts, we can talk about general truths, right? Let's see some examples. If you go 10 meters underwater, the pressure increases to 2 atmospheres, and this is true. We cannot change it. It's a scientific fact. It's something real, right? Now, something that is always true is that if I have a headache, I take an aspirin. I can't change it, right? It is something that happens in a real situation. The videos for this lesson I'm going to share with you later in the platform. Now, we also have first conditional. The first conditional refers to the future. We need to have a condition in the present which will have a possible result in the future. We are going to see in the examples. If Andy is late for work, her boss will be angry. Now, look at this example. If I finish my homework early, I will watch TV. Now, the first sentence put the verb in the present tense after if, right? The if clause has a present verb. And we have to put the other verb in the future, right? Now, which clause gives us the condition? If I finish my homework early. And which clause gives us the result condition of the condition? I will watch TV. The video for this part of the lesson we are going to see it later too. Now, something that we have to know about real conditionals is that we have two clauses or phrases. In the first clause, we have to give the condition, right? It has a verb in the simple present tense. And the main clause gives us the result that has the verb in the future in the first condition. And in the first conditional, we will have present and present, right? In this case, for the first conditional, we are going to have present future. Now, it doesn't matter the order of the clause. It has the same meaning. For example, we have, if Karen doesn't get a raise soon, comma, she will look for another job. Or we can have, Karen will look for another job if she doesn't get a raise soon. The idea of this clause is the same, exactly the same, but we have to change it. If we want to change it, and we are going to use if at the beginning, we are going to use a comma. If we are going to begin with the with the result clause, we are going to have if in the middle of the sentence. Now, we need to be careful with the negative forms. Let's remember what is the negative form we use. Doesn't or don't. And what is the negative form for the verb to be, right? I'm not, is not, or are not. And what is the negative form for the future? Won't, which is a contraction of will not. Let's see some examples. Linda and her family won't get a dog if they aren't allowed in their new apartment complex. Let's see what happens with unreal conditionals. We are going to begin with the second conditional. The second conditional belongs to the group of unreal conditionals because it refers to an unreal situation. And we talk about something which is not true or something that is not possible. For example, if Linda had money, she would buy a house. But the real situation is that Linda doesn't have money. Now, if I were you, I would study harder for the exams. What is the sentence we have in the if clause? What is the tense? Is the subjunctive form of the verb. If I were you is the subjunctive form. We have to put the other verb in the conditional form. Now, which one is the unreal situation? If I were you, right? If I were you is unreal because I am not you. And which one is the hypothetical action? I would study harder for the exams. The video for this lesson, we will check it later on the platform. Let's talk about the unreal conditionals. How do we form, right? First, in the first clause, we are going to have an unreal situation, which has the verb in the subjunctive form. And the second clause, the main clause, is going to give the hypothetical action, which has the structure would plus verb plus the base form. Now we have the third conditional. The third conditional refers to an action that is in the past and sometimes we regret, right? And of course, it's not real. Look at this example. I didn't know Clara had her baby last week. If I had known she had her baby, I would have visited her in the hospital. But the real situation is that I didn't know Clara had her baby. And the unreal is if I had known, I would have visited her. But I didn't go to visit Clara in the hospital because I didn't know she had her baby, right? That's the real situation. Now, how do we make this type of conditional? Let's see this example. If I had seen you, I would have said hello. Thomas wouldn't have gotten a speeding ticket if he had driven more carefully. Now, after the if, we use past perfect, right? And in the other clause, we use would have plus past participle. The video for this part of the lesson, you will see it in the platform. Don't worry. Now let's see a short conclusion, a summary of this lesson. We said that in English we have two different types of conditionals in English. Real conditionals and unreal conditionals. We said that the real conditionals, which are the zero and the first conditionals, refer to real situations that are true. And the second conditional and the third conditional belong to the unreal conditionals, and they refer to the conditionals that are not true. And we are talking about hypothetical situations. Here are the structures. The zero conditional have the if plus the present and the present, right? For example, if I have a headache, I take an aspirin. For the first conditional, we have the if plus the present plus the future, right? If I finish my homework early, I will watch TV. And for the unreal conditional, we have the second conditional, which we have if plus the subjunctive form of the verb plus would plus the base form, right? If I had money, I would buy a new car, right? Which is not real, right? Now for the third conditional, which is also unreal, we have if plus past perfect plus would plus have plus the verb past participle, right? We have then, if I had known this virus would come this year, I would have buy a new computer, for example, right? Okay, I hope this lesson helped you to refresh your mind about the use of all the conditionals we have in English. As I told you before, the videos that go with this lesson will be in the platform, so you can see it after this video. Thanks for your attention.